What's up, interwebs? My name is Cravol, and for the first time and possibly last time in a while, let's have a talk. You guys can obviously see the timeline of the video, but I'm betting this is gonna end up being a pretty long one. I'm looking at my little prompts here, like 1 or 2 word little things. I can't imagine this is gonna be short. So, if this bit is still in the video, check the description, and there will be links to or timestamps to each different topic in the video, like each different piece of the video. So if you don't have a ton of time and you're just interested in 1 or 2 things, you can kind of hop through and see what I talk about. In case you couldn't guess, probably by the title and by my opening there's going to be a lot of changes coming up in the future, and this video is kind of going to be going through where I'm coming from, I guess, is the best word or best way of putting it, and just what I'm doing. So, without further adu, let's go. So let's start with the month of July. First of all, thank you guys so much for YouTube, and it's taken me a bit to kind of accept that, but for YouTube, that month was honestly really good. I had a lot of fun with it. Things did not go anywhere near how I had hoped them to, but I still had a lot of fun with it, and I know that regardless of how many people enjoyed it, the people that were there enjoyed it, and in the future I'll be able to look back on it and be proud of myself, I think, and what I did that month. So, again, just thank you guys to that. However, again, I really did have to come to a place of acceptance of that. There's been a lot of personal stress and just negativity going on in my life, both with just actual responsibilities, needing to get back into school here soon, hoping to find a job soon, and dog, why are you whimpering? Them too. They've been fun. I'm gonna make sure that they're not killing each other real quick. I'll be back. And basically all of these stress that came out of YouTube, that part of it wasn't really from YouTube. It was because basically I had turned it into a job. I had turned it into upload these days and this day, and there's nothing really wrong with that, but that coupled with how much else just kept popping up and kept popping in really kind of turned into a nightmare. And right now I'm trying to cut back on the things that I can, the things that have turned into responsibilities that I can cut back on, as I know that I'm going to be picking up more, so that's where the rest of this video is going to come from, and I think that's a pretty good segue. Before we segue though, really quick note, on this type of content, this, month of tons of uploads, whoa! It was fun, it was good. I don't think it was worth it for the channel in the long run, and I don't think I'm going to be doing anything like it for a long while, like, probably not for multiple years at this point, unless this channel just blows up. Probably not for a long while are you going to see anything quite like that, so fair warning. So how am I taking this, this YouTube thing that I've turned into a job and making it more casual? Well, my schedule going forward, for those of you that weren't here, which I think there's a few of you that are still watching that are new, how's it going? Good to see you. But for those of you that are new here, I used to upload Wednesdays and Saturdays, but even that, in the end, it does come down to a schedule, and a pretty weird one, much as, it worked for me. But it is still like you're constantly working on a video, because you're thinking about and coming up with what you're doing for Saturday, and then you're you're also working on what you're doing for Wednesday, kind of the moment that goes up, and then the moment that goes up, back and forth. And I don't need that, and I want to get back to the point that YouTube is just only enjoyable and fun, and it isn't anything at all of a responsibility. So, going forward, the only thing that I can really promise is a video every week. That could be a gaming video, that could be a vlog. For the most part, I am going to try and steer away from doing just a vlog type thing. But if I'm really proud of it and I don't have a gaming video, yeah, I'm going to just upload that. I'm going to go very casual with how I'm doing things and how I'm uploading things. And my goal is a video every week, and I think that'll be easy to meet, but I can't even promise that. If everything else gets too out of hand, you might get less than a video every week. The dogs are thunking around a toy. But yeah, you guys kind of get the idea there. I just need to be able to get this back to a point that I don't feel stressed about a hobby, which is really the point that I reached during that month, as great as it was. So, okay, so with this casual, you know, type of uploading, what videos should you guys expect to see? No clue. No clue. I'm gonna kind of run through some of the ideas, some of the things that are floating around. What I expect to see, especially in the short term, but in the long term, I have no idea. In the short term, two things that you can expect to see. First is gameplay is not going away for a long time. There's a lot of games that you guys really like. There's a lot of games that I really like that I would play anyways, even if I wasn't posting them. And there are a few, in all honesty, that at this point I wouldn't play unless it was for the channel. But I don't think that's a bad thing. And I might steer more away from those as, you know, just going forward as I'm trying to be more casual about this. We'll have to see. But I do expect a lot less vlogging, a lot less of that. Hence my comment at the first, having a talk, and probably not doing a true vlog like this for a long while, but we'll see, we'll see. YTPs, I know, used to be a big part of the channel. I think there's a lot of people that would say they still are. In fact, I believe my most viewed video last month was still that Hoodwinked YTP, which has just been growing like no other. It's over 500 views right now, something crazy, I don't even know. But, again, YTPs take a lot of effort. During that month, with all of my time focused on that, and much as that was not the situation I wanted to be in, because of just other crazy stuff popping up and, you know, sudden people visiting and just not getting footage for a while because of various different delays. You know, I got to the point that I was able to get footage, edit, and upload within like 42 hours. So like Tuesday afternoon, if I was uploading Wednesday, I could snag footage, get it edited before I went to bed that night, and then have it scheduled to upload when I got up Wednesday or before I went to bed. And honestly, I'm proud of that, because going into that month, I don't think I could have done that, especially with some of the stuff that I was doing that with. But you can't do that with a YTP. Like some like the Hoodwinked one was one that took a month, and it was a shorter one. The good ones, like the Jax Films one, I think I was really inspired on it. It took like a couple weeks. The Christmas one took a month and a half, I think. They take a lot of time. So, you know, I do want to do more of those. I want to do a lot more YTPs, because I know you guys love them. But I can't promise anything, especially as I'm picking up more responsibilities here and there. Pretty much, if you guys don't see any YTP type of content by the end of this year, just don't expect any for a while. That's pretty much the best advice I can get you. And if there is YTP content by the end of this year, it'll probably be like one YTP. Maybe. We'll see. And then lastly on this topic, I do still have, like, face cam. There is going to be stuff that's just my face. And again, I kind of mentioned this a few times. I am working on a vlog idea. It's not really a vlog idea, but it is something that's just my face that I've been working on for a while. Dogs are still playing. That I want to be very professional, very clean, and nice, and that's the biggest reason you guys haven't seen it yet, because I want to make a long-running series out of it, and especially because it's not a game and it's not something that's just static, I want it to be good from episode 1. So that's gonna take some time. But I am 100% planning to do that. If you don't see it by, like, the end of next month, I think, know that it is still being worked on, and you will see it eventually, but probably not for a while, because again, other stresses, other responsibilities will have probably gotten in the way. So this month in particular, with Knights of the Frozen Throne, the next Hearthstone expansion coming out here soon, there's going to be a lot of Hearthstone videos. I'm expecting one next week. There'll be the, like, pack opening, and then probably gameplay the week that it comes out. And overall, this expansion looks great, so for all I know, I'll have like 3 videos of it up after it comes out, but just be prepared for more Hearthstone content. I know some of you like it, I know some of you are kind of meh, but it's coming, it's coming. Itty bitty little YouTube tangent, because knowing me, this isn't actually going to affect anything, but I just want to say it. YouTube has been stupid. More and more stupid, and I don't want to go into details because I do want some sort of future on this platform. Like, if I suddenly have a bunch of subscribers and YouTube's like, we would do something with you, but you went on a huge rant about us, I don't want to do that. And honestly, I agree with YouTube on a lot more things than most people do. I think they're coming from the right place for the most part, but honestly, they're just doing a lot of dumb things, and they're just messing with a lot of things they don't need to mess with. And pretty much, if there is another, like, identical platform that gains a good following, that gains enough people, I will probably go over to that platform, and obviously there will be a video on here talking about that when the time comes. But if that happens, yeah, I'm on that, unless YouTube starts to fix things. So I just wanted to quickly throw that out there. And I think there's enough people talking about everything wrong with YouTube that I don't need to. So I'm not gonna take too much time on the topic. I'm just gonna leave it there. So some closing thoughts, and this is where I'm gonna kinda ramble. So if you guys can just click away at this point if you want to, because I don't know how much longer this is gonna take. I mean, you guys can see the bar, but you won't get your goodbye until the end of this. So, but yeah, again, the month of July. Thank you guys. It was awesome. Really, like the reason I'm not doing it again, it felt like a 1-1 investment. Like, I've been putting in like $2 and getting like 3 back, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. With YouTube as a whole, in general, just that itty bitty little bit back every time for how little I'm giving. And so I was going like, oh, if I give $100 this month, if I invest $100, I can get $150 back. This is just an analogy. I'm not physically giving money to YouTube. But that was kind of how I was feeling, and it feels like I gave 100 and got 110 back, and I'm still happy with that, but it was not anywhere near the reward that I was hoping for. And again, it's something that has been a hobby, has been enjoyable, with just a tiny little bit of you gotta do it on time that I turned completely into you gotta do it on time. So that, yeah. But again, the majority of my stress isn't coming from YouTube. It's coming from other sources, it's coming from outside things, so don't feel bad because of YouTube for me. Like, I feel like if I wasn't clear enough about this, people would be like, oh my word, I suggested a video to him, how could I, you know? But no, like, I enjoy this, but not when it's a job, and that's my fault, not your guys's, and not while I'm dealing with all sorts of other stupidity and stress in my life. Because again, I think that month could have been great had other stuff not popped up and made it worse. So, on the topic of like going casual with my schedule, I think that's honestly there's two scenarios that I see playing out with that. Either I'm gonna start getting lazy, I'm gonna start getting too busy to do anything with the channel, and it's going to slowly turn into this like, oh, Cravol abandoned YouTube without saying he's gonna abandon YouTube, or it's going to help the channel a lot. And I'm seeing situations like, you know, Knights of the Frozen Throne is coming out, right? And so we'll say, you know, it comes out on a Tuesday. I think Blizzard usually does their updates on a Tuesday. So it comes out on a Tuesday. So I record and edit and have my card pack opening up on Wednesday. And then on like Friday or Saturday, I have a gameplay video with my my first deck that I made from it, or like one of my first couple decks, you know, and it lets me do things much more chronologically than I used to. I think it was last expansion that I had a gameplay video up before my card pack opening, and the card pack opening went up like, what, I don't know, like a week almost after the expansion came out. It was pretty ridiculous, but going casual can, and that's what I'm calling it, going casual, but it can let me do those things, but it also gives me the freedom to be lazy. We'll see which one I have to go with as time goes on. The new series, I know you guys don't know a ton about it. Everyone I've told about it really likes it and thinks it should be a thing. And I really think it should be a thing. Like, it's something that I thought about and was going, you know, what is there not enough of on YouTube? And really, I don't think, I can't think of anyone that does exactly this. It would be something that would be my content. And so I want to do it, and I want to do it well, but I want to do it well. So we'll just have to see. I really hope I can get that up soon though, because I've got like 5 episodes planned. And with like actual topics, which is the biggest deal, and you guys will get what I mean when you see the first one or the first couple. But yeah, I don't know. I really hope it happens. The next thing on my list here, because I got my list of prompts that I think I mentioned earlier, is Hearthstone. And again, I just want to say, this next expansion looks freaking awesome. There's a few things like that I would be curious about, because like the hero cards, right? Do they transform if you've got other heroes? Because not every hunter is Rexar. And I would assume that they transform into a version of the hero, but then when do we get to see those versions? Because that'd be, I mean, friggin', you know, Death Knight Morgul, right? Or like the fact that we get Arthas as a paladin hero and can literally play through Warcraft 3 effectively, turning him into a Death Knight in Hearthstone. Like, that's so freaking cool. Theoretically, at least. Again, we don't know for sure, but I really hope so. I really hope that's what it looks like. And I can't imagine, you know, like, you're playing Liadrin and suddenly you turn into Uther because you decide to be a Death Knight. That just doesn't quite match up, you know? There are a few cards that I've looked at and gone, haha, that could be really bad and annoying to play against, namely the... And it started with the all spells cost 1 more, and I saw that guy and went, cool, we got a new Lotheb. Like, that one actually makes me pumped. And then there's also the... what is it? Destroy all one-cost spells in either deck. And I was trying to explain to this chat. I'm in this chat of people, and they're all like, psh, it's nothing, it just counters Jade. And I'm like, there's a one-cost card in every class that is good. I mean, you're not Jade Druid, but you're Druid. There goes two naturalizes, there goes 2 removal cards, right? You're a control warrior, there goes 2 shield slams. You're a pirate warrior, there goes 2 upgrades, you know? And I just feel like it could be a really destructive card. Like, a really bad card, and I'm hoping it's not, because I love the idea that we're actually countering Jade Druid, but... we'll see. We'll see. I hope Blizzard knows what they're doing. Yes! Anyways, I can see that this video did go pretty long, and I'm betting a lot of it is that last Hearthstone discussion. I kind of went more into detail than I meant to. But maybe that's good. Maybe that's good for me to be less negative and actually have a fun conversation with you guys. I don't know. I hope you guys did enjoy this. I hope you guys are okay with the upcoming changes. I know it's a lot, but I think it's for the good of myself and for the channel as a whole. So, have a great day, everyone. Toodles.